Hello and welcome back to another football commentaries. Today we've got Manchester United versus Wolves, the debut of Bruno Fernandes. He plays today, signed on Wednesday, debut on the Saturday. Against Wolves, many Portuguese players in the Wolves team as well. So you'll know a lot of the Wolves players. United obviously come back off a 1-0 victory at at City despite losing the game, that on aggregate. As the teams walk out from the tunnel, it'll be an interesting game. Hello everyone, hello. Just walking out now. I'm going to go through the lineup soon. We're about 3 minutes away from kick-off. Obviously the big talking point will be Bruno Fernandes. His debut already. Number 18, first player to have number 18 since Paul Scholes of Manchester United. Obviously should bring a lot of confidence and maybe even hope to the United fans, because he does seem like a pretty decent player, to be fair. So we're going to go for the United lineup. We've got David De Gea in goal and Wan-Bissaka at right back, with Lindelof, Maguire and Luke Shaw making it at the back for Brandon Williams. Not playing left back today. Two holding midfielders of Fred and Pereira, Andres Pereira. Matic suspended from the League Cup match when he got sent off in that. The Sky have put it here as Bruno Fernandes in the holding. It could be either. He can play holding and attacking, so it could Pereira might be holding at some point, and Bruno Fernandes might charge forward. It might be the other way around. I've got Pereira CDM. Then on the right, we've got Juan Mata with Daniel James on the left, has participated in 25% of United's league goals this season, with 3 goals and 6 assists. That's 9 goals he's been involved in. We've got Bruno Fernandes obviously through the middle, or maybe holding, depending on how Solskjaer wants to play. And Martial up front, the 24-year-old 5'11" French striker, hoping to cause the back three of Wolves some problems. We're going to go into that. We've got Patricio in there, has conceded 78 Premier League goals since joining. Willy Bolly takes Leonard Dendonker's place in the starting 11. He starts, the 28-year-old, with Conor Cody and Roman Saiz at the back as well. Obviously, they let go of Brian Bennett yesterday on loan to Leicester. We've got Matt Doherty at right wing back with Johnny on the other side. Ruben Neves and João Moutinho, the 2 Portuguese midfielders. 11 years difference in their age. They'll play centre mid. And the front three, Adama Traore, the man everyone's talking about, 4 goals, 7 assists, played 2,717 minutes in all competitions this season. He's got Diego Jota to the left of him on the left wing, and Raul Jimenez, the big scoring threat. Up front, 24 Prem games, 11 goals, 6 assists, 11 Europa League games, 9 goals. Dangerous player, Raul Jimenez. He'll be looking to cause this back line of United many problems. If you are new, make sure you do subscribe for weekly commentaries. It'll be a massive help for me. The game is at Old Trafford, and if any people are ever interested in making thumbnails or anything like that, then let me know. Who do you support? Nah, yeah, nah, not gonna say. If any of you are interested in that, then let me know. We're just about to kick off. Literally in a few seconds' time. Let's get this timer ready so you know what minute the game's in. It'll be João Moutinho and Diego Jota with the kick-off. Wolves will be kicking right to left, United left to right. And let's get this game underway. Just giving it a few seconds. The referee blows the whistle. Wolves kick off. It's to Ruben Neves. Instead of going long, he'll go back to Willy Bolly, the centre back. It goes to Conor Cody along the back line. He'll switch it out wide left to to Johnny. Poor touch from him. He loses to Juan Mata. He plays it inside to Dan James. Laid off to Fred. Fred plays it inside to James. Does so as well. Goes to Luke Shaw on the left, inside the Wolves half. He loses the ball. No foul given on Jimenez, despite being looked like he was a foul anyway. And here it looks like Pereira has dropped into that holding midfield role, as I thought so. Pereira on the right. Goes inside to Bruno Fernandes. Here's his first few touches in a United shirt. Mata. Wide right to Pereira. Lays it off to Martial. Tries to get it out wide right to Wan-Bissaka. Intercepted. Jota pushed in the back. Foul given by the ref. And we're just under a minute and it's 0-0 and United are on the front foot. You're so biased towards Arsenal. Yeah. We have just hit the minute mark now. And panic on my phone went off because it's reminded me to turn it off. So Wolves take the free kick here. We've got Saiss on the left. Goes long towards Jota. Was able to take the touch but he was too heavy. Just goes out for a throw-in for Manchester United. Despite Wolves, being talked about highly recently because Traore's, run of form, but in the last 5 league games, they've only actually won 1. They've lost 3 and drawn the other. Matt's on the ball on the halfway line. United throw-in. So as obviously Traore's getting so much praise of late, his team hasn't been performing as well. As Luke Shaw's on the left. Number 23 brings it forward for Manchester United. Lays it off to Dan James. On this left, final third for United. Goes into Martial, can't quite do so, finds Willy Bolly. He plays it towards Adama Traore. Fred covers well. Puts out for a Wolves throw-in. Fred, obviously, a massive controversy as he took the free kick against Manchester United, against Manchester City when it went well over the bar when Mata was on the pitch. Caused a lot of controversy in the midweek as Maguire clears from the throw-in, goes towards Martial, Willy Bolly wins the header, goes to João Moutinho, flicks it down to Conor Cody, first time pass to Saiss, can now bring the ball forward. Loses the ball to Lindelof, tries to play it into Fernandes, intercepted, and it leaves a lot of space for the left as Diego Jota to run into. Pereira recovers at the right back position as Aaron Wan-Bissaka has to get back in position. Goes back to Johnny. Jota holds off Pereira. He holds him off as Pereira's holding on to him and concedes a foul. As the foul is given away. It's on like the angle. It's around, let's say, 30-35 yards out. So it's going to be good for an in-swinger. João Moutinho is over it. 1 goal, 6 assists this season. Can he add to that? He's going to put the ball in. Willy Bolly's in the box. It's towards the Saiss, headed away, flicked away, cleared away by Fernandes thoroughly. Only falls as far as Conor Cody. Plays out wide right to Traore. Against Dan James. Looking for a ball. He's just one-on-one with Dan James in a minute. Goes down the right. Towards the byline. Gets the cross in. It's a decent cross. Lindelof clears out for a corner as Traore bundles himself into the advertisement boards. He's going to be fine. He's already back on his feet. Good play from Traore. Just on the right. Not looking much of a threat. Then he takes a big touch and accelerates. Luke Shaw can't keep up. Tries to block the cross. Lindelof there though to clear when the ball does eventually go in. It'll be a corner here. João Moutinho, who took the free kick before, he's got men to aim for. Saiss, Jimenez, Doherty, Bolly, who scored against City last season from a header. It's in the box. It's towards Bolly. It falls to Saiss. Can he spin and shoot? Yes, he can. Wide and far over the bar. Easy for De Gea to watch over. It's dangerous there. The ball just dropped just in the box. Saiss was allowed to turn. And Fred and Pereira were able to get there. Then he was able to put him off from the shot. Looking for a handball here on United, but they couldn't have really helped it at all. If we're being completely honest, there when I see that back. As Matt is on the ball. Goes to the right back of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Nice skill to get over. Jota with a nice flick over his foot. Pereira dispossessed. Wan-Bissaka's pushed forward in the space again on the left for Jota to run into against Pereira. He's entered the box on the left-hand side. Tries to get him with a shot. Does with the tackle on the Lindelof. Try to shield it. He just got a foot in. Kick straight at De Gea. And United can get on the counter-attack. It's Fernandes on the left. Sprays out wide right to Pereira. While Aaron Wan-Bissaka is pushed forward here. Goes back to Fernandes. Just keeping the ball at United for his 5 minutes. Goes to Juan Mata. Pereira. Harry Maguire, obviously the club captain for Manchester United, scored his first goal against Tranmere in the FA Cup last Sunday. It's Martial, goes to Luke Shaw in a final third position on the byline on the left. Goes back towards Martial, Lindelof. Martial tries to flick it again to Shaw. Neves there to intercept. Tries to clear it. Wolves will trying to find the touch, can't do so. Forced to Maguire, who completely slows the game down inside the United half. Pereira goes to the right and Mata. Tries to find over the top ball towards Martial, dealt with by Cody. Forced to Johnny. Lays it off for Saiss. Roman Saiss, 6-2, got a red card this season against Crystal Palace in a 1-1 draw away. There's Lindelof on the ball now. Goes to be centre-back partner of Harry Maguire. She kept a clean sheet in the week against City, but obviously wasn't enough. Pereira. Juan Mata. Goes to Fred, nice first time ball towards Fernandes, intercepted though from Cody. It's now Jimenez on the counter-attack. Tries to find a through ball towards Adama Traore. He was pulled back by Luke Shaw. Nothing given, I don't think, by the ref as they zoom in on Adama Traore. I'm not sure if they gave a foul there. But so Jimenez just pulled back. He was about to get into full stride. It will be a free kick, I think. Will it? No, it's not. The play continued. Lovely work from Sky. Do not know what's going on. It's Luke Shaw's on the ball on the left. Goes inside to Juan Mata. First time layoff for Fred. Goes to the right of him to Pereira. Here's Fernandes, number 18, the Portuguese international. Pereira slots inside to Mata. On the right hand side is Fernandes. Just looking for a way through this resolute Wolves back line. It's Fernandes. Mata, nicely found. Martial, back to Mata. Try to find a first time pass towards Fernandes, nowhere near. And Patricio can come out and collect. He's saved 2 penalties this season. Pereira. Can he, Patricio, sorry. Can he do the same again if one is conceded? As Luke Shaw gives away a foul. Just on the right hand side of Wolves attacking area. Just takes out Doherty, doesn't get any of the ball. It's a fair free kick to be given there. Saiss spreads it to the left to Johnny. Poor touch, gets under his feet a little bit, allows Wan-Bissaka to get in close, but it's nicely done by Johnny. João Moutinho now to Diego Jota on the left. Tries to cut inside on his right foot and he finds a gap to where Johnny's made a run. Nice covering from Luke Shaw, had to be done, had to meet him well, and did. And it's a throw-in for Wolves. It was just Jota on the right-hand side. He was light to cut inside up right foot, and then a massive gap in the United defence appeared. Great covering from Shaw because Johnny was in behind. Johnny with a throw-in, just lays it off to Jimenez, who goes back to Jota. Who goes back to Johnny. João Moutinho goes for a wild ball back to Conor Cody, making sure it really does get to him. Cody, who did make a substitute Premier League appearance for Liverpool in the 2012-13 season, played 1 minute in a 3-1 win against Fulham, away from home. So he did get his appearance for Liverpool, but obviously didn't stay there long. There's a ball from Saiss, looks for Johnny over the top, goes to Lindelof. He plays it back to David De Gea, voted man of the match from United. Against City, he did make some world-class saves as he forced to Maguire. Luke Shaw goes to Dan James, pushed in the back by Doherty, foul for Manchester United. The number 2, Doherty, leaving it on Dan James there. This is Fred. Goes in towards Martial. Willy Boly gets there first, and Ruben Neves can collect the pieces, of which Jimenez just holding up the ball for Wolves. Lays it back to Moutinho. Neves, number 8 for Wolves. It's Mahadotti on the right. Lays it off to Adama Traore, who's making the space out wide against Luke Shaw. Towards the box. Tries to put it into the box towards Doherty. Blocked by Fred. Falls to James. Fernandes now. Goes inside to Martial. Holds it up. Taken down by Willy Boly. Just inside the United half. Foul for United. Just hit the 10-minute mark now. Willy Boly starting today, the 28-year-old. It's his birthday in 2 days' time. As a foul was given on Juan Mata by Neves, taken down, leading the protest as it's not a foul. But I think it was. Oh, it wasn't actually Neves, it was Saiss. Yeah, it completely takes out Juan Mata. Oh, there's 10 of you. Wow. If you all want to subscribe, that'll be a massive help. As Martial, right in the corner flag on the right hand side, has got the ball from the free kick. Looking for the right pass. Goes inside towards Fernandez, held off too easily by the Wolves defender. And there can be a counter-attack here. Jota tries to go inside towards Jimenez. Unfortunate. It's a good interception there by Lindelof as he goes out for a throw-in. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do. So many commentaries. Champions Leagues later this month. Loads of commentaries for them. Nuno Espirito Santo, the Wolves manager, leading. Obviously, he's Portuguese. There's a lot of Portuguese players in the Wolves team. As it's Matt Doherty on the right, lets the ball go out of play after a switch from the midfield. Can't keep it in, goes out free night throw-in. You feel like that's where the most dangerous Wolves on the right with Traore. Obviously against Liverpool, their goal came from the right hand side, across from Traore. As it's Fernandez on the ball, tries to find the left of Dan James, closed down by too many men to get the pass away. It's now Neves to Johnny, just entering the United half, goes to Jota. Saiz goes back to Conor Cody. A switch ball towards Doherty, gets there, brings it down. The Wolves scored 35 goals this season, conceded 32. Top scorer is obviously Raul Jimenez as the ball is deflected off Martial after good pressing. There's a Wolves throw in. Doherty will take. Real Madrid vs Man City will be commentated on this channel. That is for sure. If you can't watch that, come here, get some live commentary. Doherty still with that throw-in, finds Jimenez, who's out-muscled by James, but he does keep the ball though after a tackle from James was unsuccessful. Bolly sends it long to the left. Wan-Bissaka brings it down nicely, hooks it over the head of Johnny, but he does the same to Wan-Bissaka. It's a mix between two players here, one Spaniard and one Englishman. The Spanish comes out on top there. Johnny comes out with the ball. Ball ends up going back towards Conor Cody though. To Willy Bolly, just inside the Wolves half here. He dinks it over to the right towards Traore. Shogun headed down to James. First time pass, only into the path of Adama Traore. Gates Maguire goes past him with ease. Tries to get the cross in. Does so towards Jota with the header. Wan-Bissaka put his boot up in the air. And De Gea can make sure he doesn't go out of play. And they can attack here with Fernandez on over top through ball towards Martial. It does fall to after some poor defending from Saiz, misjudging the ball. Martial planning to run at the defender, slips, tackled. Pereira with a big tackle. Another big tackle by João Moutinho. Referee says it's fair and Bolly comes out with the ball. As Moutinho's felt the full impact of that tackle. His Doherty will bring it forward. Go inside to Neves. Switch it out wide right, or attempts to Jimenez. Goes out for a throw-in. For Manchester United, Moutinho is down, the 33-year-old, 5'7", played for 5 clubs. Sporting was one of them. Big tackle on Jota. It's actually Moutinho was the one who put a tackle on Fernandez. He's the one who's come out hurt. He's played for Sporting, Porto, Monaco, Wolves. Been around the block. João Moutinho obviously won the Euros in 2016 with Portugal after that 1-0 win against France in their own backyard. Let's get some treatment here. It's his right leg, it looks like. See if anyone's subscribed yet. No, not yet. Make sure you do press that subscribe button. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here. I think as Fernandez has gone to go for the ball, his foot's caught the top of João Moutinho's knee. There. And also, if they win today, all the Wolves team that have been in the squad since they got promoted, they'll pass Matt Jarvis, who got the most wins in the Premier League for Wolves. He won, I think, 23 games as a Wolves player in the Premier League, and if they win this game altogether, Wolves would have won 24, so they will surpass that. But that's only if they get a win today. João Moutinho just checking, just trying out his right leg. Just on the sidelines here, talking to his manager. As Luke Shaw continues the game with a throw-in back to Harry Maguire. We'll go to the right to Lindelof. Andres Pereira on the right, just deep inside the Wolves half, enters the United half of a pass. Fred goes back to Lindelof. Maguire. Lindelof. To Pereira. They're going to move forward now with the ball, United. They go for a long switch towards Dan James. Goes over the top of both of the heads of Doherty and James. James, can he come out of it? He's bundled to the ground by the Wolves defender. Nothing given by the referee. And he finds Traore, who's sort of coming inside from the right with the ball. Gets knocked over, but gets the pass away to João Moutinho. Fantastic skill from the Spaniard. It's now Johnny on the ball. Poor touch from him. It falls to Juan Mata. Fernandes tries to find the pass. Maybe a bit intricate, but it falls to Luke Shaw. The interception. On the ball, drills it into Martial. First time pass to Fernandes. Shaw, Martial. Just on the left here, just outside the box. Fernandes tries to find the pass towards Martial. Again, like I said, too intricate. And Martial does win a corner though as he bundles Bolly to the ground. Comes off his thigh, goes out for a corner. It looks like a certain goal kick that. Well played though from Martial, trying to get on lost causes there. When outside of the foot pass, yeah, Martial just kept it in. Came off the knee of Bolly. Well won there from Martial, the Frenchman. The cross will come in. It is Fernandes into the box, headed away easily by Conor Cody. Comes outside the box to Luke Shaw. To the right to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Fred. Pereira. Fred again. He's going to go for the switch, is he? Yes, he will to Fernandes. Lovely pass from Fred. Fernandes. Mata. Fernandes again on the left. Really stretching the pitch here, United. Mata. James. Mata on the left. Can he get a cross in? Yes, he can. Bolly can get it away, but only falls. Pereira with the strike. Wide of the post. Wide of the left hand side. Unlucky though, first time strike on the right foot there. United trying to find a way through and nearly did there. Matt with the cross, just flicked away from Bolly and helped on by Moutinho, but just fell to Pereira. Wide of the post, unfortunately, for Manchester United. It's a good start, positive from United. Well wide of the post though from Pereira. Get a better angle of it here, well too far wide. Goal kick on the right. Falls to Jimenez. Flicks it on nicely. How he's been able to do that is quite astounding as the ball's found to Traore on the right in the final third. One-on-one against Luke Shaw. He's got Fred there to help him. Tries to get the cross in. Goes out for a corner. Fred shouting to his teammates, where's his help? Tottenham v City tomorrow. No, not doing that one tomorrow, unfortunately. João Moutinho comes out for the outswinging corner. Picks up the ball. Obviously recovered from his little knock he got. So United missing some big players. Hopefully they can try and get this corner out and capitalise. João Moutinho, ball in the box towards the back post of Doherty. Fred can clear. Goes outside the box to Neves. Hooked in towards João Moutinho. Can he keep it in? He doesn't. He finds a corner though. As he did, I think he did just get a kick on it, but I think he just kicked it off, and I think it's Pereira who let it go for a corner. It was João Moutinho once again. Goals conceded from corners. United are the most with 8 alongside Aston Villa and Norwich. He'll take it again on this right hand side for Wolves. Bolly's obviously there, but they've got Saiz 6'2", Jimenez 6'3". Neves is 8 foot. Doherty, he's 6 foot as well. So they have got height in the box. Ball in the box towards the back post of Doherty. Wins the header towards the back post. It's going all the way. De Gea saves it. Raul Jimenez decides to try and do an overhead kick. Failed. Rest ball for something. I think it may have been a foul. I think it was a save though by David De Gea. We're going to see it again here. Moutinho puts the ball in towards the back post. Doherty puts it across goal. I think it was an offside on Jimenez. Goes all the way. De Gea was the one who saved it. And then went back to Jimenez and he was offside. As we restart again. Shaw to Lindelof. Juan Mata. Just on the halfway line. Luke Shaw. Dan James entering the Wolves half now. Fernandez. Dan James is in space. He gets found. Dan James on the left across the box. Conor Cody can clear away with a head. Falls to Fred. Lays off Pereira on the edge of the box. He goes to Wan-Bissaka on the right. Back to Pereira. Can he put a cross in? Yes, he can. Conor Cody can try and get it away. Martial went for the acrobatic attempt. Didn't work. Bolly can come out of the ball though. And he goes long to the right towards Jimenez. Maguire wins it well too easily. And he goes out wide left to Shaw. Great pass with some venom on it. Luke Shaw goes inside to Martial on the edge of the box. Lays off Mata. Back to Martial. Tries to go back to Mata with a 1-2. Unfortunate, but it falls to Fernandez on the right. Can he put a cross in? Dummies it. Goes to Mata. Left-footed Mata. Can he put a cross in? No. Goes to Pereira instead. The Brazilian international. Mata. Goes back to Fred. 22 minutes in. Manchester United 0, Wolves 0. Wan-Bissaka. Pereira on the ball. Goes to Fred. Very compact here. As Wolves defend with a 5-4-1 it looks like. Wan-Bissaka. In the final third. Looking for the pass. Goes to Martial. Lets it run. Cleared away though by Conor Cody. Goes to Neves. Outside of the foot pass towards Jimenez. Finds him wonderfully on the left here. Holds it up Jimenez, waiting for his support. Switches it out wide right towards Doherty. Fantastic ball. He nods it down to Neves. First time past Doherty. What a goal this will be. Across the box towards Jimenez. Great interception by Lindelof. Maguire has to help it on. And Luke Shaw can calm it down. What a move that would have been from Wolves. Fantastic play. Good hold-up play. Good passing. Just needed that final third finish that wasn't found. And it can be brought forward. Fernandez. On the ball. Can he find that pass? Goes inside to Martial. Conor Cody meets him, forced to volley. Poor touch, gets under his feet, but somehow gets it towards Neves. Yeah, Moutinho. To Jota, he can't control it as well. He makes it fall to Fred. Fred, though, a Brazilian international, made his debut on the 12th of November 2014. He came on the 85th minute in a 4-0 win against Turkey. So he's been around the Brazilian setup before. Replaced Luis Gustavo in that game. João Moutinho on the ball, stands inside the Wolves half, sprays it out wide right towards Doherty, enters the United half. Doherty on the ball, just holds it up, goes back to Adama Traore. Neves, Moutinho, Johnny, Moutinho. Both defensive units defending very well for Wolves and United, respectively. You know, just keeping them at bay, not really being able to do much out of a team in terms of breaking through. That's Saiz. Goes back to Rui Patricio. He's left-footed goalkeeper and he clears it with the left towards Doherty. Heads it down to Neves nicely. Goes over the top towards Traore on the right. What a pass by Neves to Traore, one-on-one with Fred, goes inside, then on the outside, falls over the ball, but then gets up quickly to regain the ball, crosses it in towards the back post where it's Johnny waiting. Across the box again. Fred can clear it though. Good cross, no one was there to meet it. Fred. Fernandez, back to Fred. Goes to Luke Shaw, back heel to Maguire, nice skill. Getting them out of danger. Wan-Bissaka. Fred right on the centre circle, bringing it forward for United. Goes to Luke Shaw on the left. Dan James. Can he find a cross? Goes inside. Martial's made a run. Nicely can spin. Getting held off by Bolly. Lays it off to Mata. Back to Pereira. Luke Shaw's made the overlap. Can he get a cross in? Yes, he can on the ground, but it can be cleared by Doherty and helped on again by Neves. Poor though, forcing Maguire. He'll shoot from far out. Well past the post. Easy for Patricio to watch. Just go past him. Just going to have a look quickly at the other results for today. So if you don't want to know the scores for today's game, just mute me now. Obviously, early kick-off was Leicester 2, Chelsea 2, Rudiger with 2 goals. Bournemouth 2, Aston Villa 1. Bournemouth out of the relegation zone. Crystal Palace drops points to Sheffield United at home. Liverpool 22 points in front now, showing their dominance with a 4-0 victory against Southampton. A boring 0-0 between Newcastle and Norwich as Wan-Bissaka comes forward with the ball on the right. I'll continue with them in a second. Wan-Bissaka on the right to Fernandes, who can stop, loses the ball though. Oh, it came off Johnny, says the linesman. I thought that came off Fernandes last. Watford were 2-0, but they were pegged back 3-2. Dealt with a red card in that game. That ends 3-2 to Everton. And then another big scoring game was 3-3 West Ham v Brighton in that game. As the ball diagonally goes towards Jota, headed by Lindelof to Wan-Bissaka. Goes inside to Pereira. Mata. To Dan James on the left. Can they make something from this? James tries to get a crossing, blocked by Doherty. Falls back to James, who in a similar position. James now tries to find Mata, intercepted again by Doherty. He can try to clear it down the line towards Traore, but falls to Fernandes instead. What do you think of Bruno so far? He seems confident on the ball. Likes to receive it, dropping deep sometimes for the ball. You could definitely tell he has a good football brain in terms of he always looks for those, defence splitting passes. So at the minute he seems okay, but obviously I've only watched 28 minutes of him, so I'm not going to comment fully. But so far I like his confidence on the ball, positive, always looking forward. So it's Pereira on the ball on the right now, goes inside to Martial, holds off Saiss nicely, taken down, foul by Saiss on Martial, around 30 yards out. Here it's a good chance for Manchester United to maybe dink a crossing. Definite foul. Takes down Martial. But if you've got any questions about the game or anything, just put them in the chat, please, and I will answer them. Martial nicely won that. He is 3 goals away from beating his best Premier League scoring season. That was in 15-16, where he got 11. This season he has 8. One Player of the Month in September 2015, his first month in the Premier League. Started his career at Lyon's B team and then moved straight to Monaco. And his 200th game was against Tranmere last weekend, so his 202nd appearance. Fred's over the free kick. Fernandes will take it. He'll dink it towards the back post where Maguire is, lets it go out easy. Patricio, not at all good enough there from Fernandes. Should have done better, especially with Harry Maguire at the back post. Always a lethal threat from aerial duels and engagements. Patricio takes a short goal kick to the left to Saiss. Finds Johnny on the left. Going to go down the line, goes inside towards Jimenez, lays it off to Jota, goes inside nicely past Fred. 1-on-1 with Maguire, around 25 yards out, sprays it out wide right to Jimenez. Was to be Traore, but knocked over by Pereira. Goes for a free kick. He's given away a few free kicks today, Pereira, especially on that Jota. Nicely glides past. He looks for the pass, and then does get the pass away in the end, but just clattered at the end of it by Pereira. No need for it, really. To be honest, I'm more excited about seeing Ighalo's debut. Yes, yeah, signed on deadline day. Ighalo. It'll be interesting to see how often he plays and if he does play and where. Interesting signing. It's how desperate United had to go for a striker. It's Neves on the free kick and João Moutinho. We both know, everyone knows, that they can both hit long range distance strikes, especially Neves. So even though it's 30 yards out, if Neves can get the strike on this could easily go in despite being far out. It's going to be Neves. Strikes it over the wall, over the bar. Not good enough from Ruben Neves. Goal kick Manchester United. For David De Gea, 6'2", 29 years of age. He's only played for Atletico Madrid and United in his professional career. So, not much of a traveller as some of the players. As he try and play out from the back here with Lindelof. Pereira. Short, but does get to Wan-Bissaka. Goes to Fernandes on the ball. Dispossessed by João Moutinho. But Pereira comes to the rescue and intercepts. It's nice playing a triangle here down the line now to Martial, who needs to hold it up. He's taken down by Conor Cody. Foul given, free kick for Manchester United. Good play there, playing out from the back as well, because it looked like they had messed it up a little bit, but good play. Ball comes to Martial. That's how they're playing. They're trying to get it into Martial. He holds it up, and then the wingers make runs out wide and maybe lays it off to Fernandes or Pereira. Paul Tierney, the referee. Pereira goes to the right to Wan-Bissaka. Pereira to Martial. Can he get it out wide right to Wan-Bissaka? It wasn't his intended target, but it gets to him. Wan-Bissaka tries to continue on, tackled by Johnny. Saiz can dink it down the left towards Jimenez. He flicks it onto Jota. Can he get there ahead of Fred? Yes, he can. Cuts inside onto the right. Central of the pitch now. Becking in a counter-attack for Wolves. Has to go back to Doherty. Back to Jota. Jota has to go all the way back to Neves as United regroup. To the left to Saiz on the halfway line. On the left. Conor Cody switches out wide right to Doherty. Kept in fantastically with the chest. Goes inside to Traore. Has to hold off Harry Maguire. Traore still on the ball. Maguire with a big tackle. And another big tackle from Dan James. United can come out of the ball. Nice from Harry Maguire, the captain of United. It's Martial trying to get past Bolle. Poor from Martial as he loses the ball. It's now Traore again on the right. Can he use his pace to blitz past? Sure. He instead goes back towards Doherty. Doherty, poor touch. Dispossessed by Dan James. And United can come out of the ball. Fernandes dropping deep again. Goes to Mata. Fred. Puts it into Mata. Some good movement from Mata to find the space. Curls it wide left towards Dan James. Inside the box. Tries to get a cross in, but it's dealt with by Wolves. Flicked away towards Jota. But Lindelof gets there first and had to. Fernandes from far out decides to shoot. Had some power, had some curl on it. I don't know what that comment means, so I'm just going to be safe. It's Fernandes. Hashtag. Apparently, there is going to be a little bit of a protest. I didn't mean to delete the comment. I just didn't quite know. I just don't want anything on there that stands for anything hated or anything. But I have heard that apparently there's going to be a little bit of a protest where some United fans are going to leave early to protest against the Glazers. I'm not sure if that's true, because I've just heard someone who's going who apparently that's going to happen. So obviously the Glazers were Ed Woodward's house was attacked in the week. Fortunately for him, and obviously for his health, that he wasn't in the house at the time. But United fans go to extreme lengths to get rid of the Glazers. As Conor Cody clears it to Neves. It's more of a clearance, but it turns out to be a fantastic pass. And what a pass from Jota to Jimenez on the right. Flag stays down, gets it across the box. Fernandes there's back to stop it from going in, and a free kick's been given on Wolves to Manchester United. I think it's from Johnny. And the play continues. Mata on the ball goes wide right to Pereira. 68th minute. That's what I thought it was. I didn't want to say it just in case I was factually wrong. But I did hear it was the 68th minute. Doherty goes inside to Jimenez. Has to hold it off from Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, interestingly, was actually bought from Sporting. From Sampdoria for only 7.2 million. Now they've sold him for a huge amount of 47 million, plus the add-ons could make that 67. As Jota's on the ball, sprays it wide right to Traore, just on the edge of the box. He's got Doherty overlapping. He shoots instead, just wide of the post from Adama Traore. He was looking for his 5th goal of the season in the Premier League. Good play though from Wolves down the left with Jota and Johnny. Jota's got it on the right foot again, sprays it to Traore. Doherty was overlapping, that may have been the better option. Decided to shoot instead of all that power. Got a better angle, how wide it was. It was always curling wide. As people in the stand behind the goal had to just move out of the way, try and deflect the ball away from them. as the ball falls to Johnny. Neves. Back to Saiz. It's now Connor Cody. Bruno is... Oh, that is your opinion. Strange comment, but... Okay, 308 subscribers. Thank you for the 3 people who have subscribed during this stream. It means so much to me. Make sure you got notifications on weekly commentaries. As Fred sprays it wide right to Wan-Bissaka, who can bring it into the Wolves half. It's Fernandes. Here he is dropping deep. Fernandes. And then it's sometimes Mata goes central, depending on where Fernandes goes on the pitch. It's Wan-Bissaka though. Down the line towards Pereira. Down to Wan-Bissaka. Nicely tackled by João Moutinho. Dinks it towards Jota. He lays it off to Jimenez. Some fantastic football here. Jimenez wasn't quite sure, I think, where Adama Traore was on the pitch. And he decided to go long. And he was not there. But despite the... Despite the ball over the top by Jimenez going way far, people thought he was going out for a goal kick. He decided to promise. Well, I just read that comment, that's why I said that. He decided to run all the way to keep it from going out, and they've kept the ball, United, with Maguire. Which I'm not going to didn't mean it again. That's fine. Even if you are, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's Wan-Bissaka, plays it to Lindelof. Fernandes here. Goes to Wan-Bissaka. Back to Lindelof. Just trying to find their way through here, Manchester United, as we're just 8 minutes away from half time. It's Dan James on the left. Goes to Shaw. Goes inside to Fred. Can they find their way through? Shaw. Lindelof. Can they find that pass that can break through this Wolves defence? Fernandes. Inside to Martial. Has to hold it up. Brought down by Connor Cody, no foul, says the referee. It's tough for Martial. They literally played it to his feet and just expected him to hold up everything. As Jimenez goes for the header there, but Traore can get hold of it from Pereira, knocks him to the ground. Tries to find a 1-2, I think, there with Neves, but Traore gives the ball away. It's now Pereira. Running at the Wolves' defence, goes back towards Fernandes. Now Wan-Bissaka. And the right back roll. Poor from Wan-Bissaka, try to find Fernandes at the back. Or just behind him, and there's a counter-attack on. Jota trying to find Jimenez, poor pass. Maguire can intercept and bring it past Jota and start an attack. Glory, Man United. Some chants starting in the chat, how nice. It's Fernandes, goes over the top, trying to find Martial. It's a poor ball, Saiz can intercept easily. Goes to Johnny. Neves. Willy Bolly. To the right back of Doherty. Poor clearance, goes to Fred inside the Wolves half. It's now Dan James, takes a touch, taken down by Willy Bolly. Nothing given, says the referee, as Mata can regain the ball. Pereira, what can he do on the left here of the box? Plays it off to Fred. Mata, all on the edge of the Wolves half, this play. Martial on the right, goes to Wan-Bissaka. As my screen has just gone off. Apologies. Hopefully it'll allow me back on. There it does. It's now Mata on the ball. To Wan-Bissaka on the far right. Can they find the cross? They can't. Johnny stops that and intercepts any kind of crossing. Goes out for United. Throw-in. Throw-in taken to Fred. Fernandes again dropping deep. To Maguire. Maguire goes wide left to James. Martial. Tries to lay off to James. Goes to Luke Shaw instead. Can he get the crossing on the left? Does. Falls to Fernandes on the edge of the box. Strikes it straight into the hands of Rui Patricio. Right at him. Got good power on it. And there's a counter-attack on for Wolves. Jimenez. Oh, it's a good interception there by Maguire because Traore was in. And United can come forward 5 minutes before half-time. Dan James on the left against Doherty. Gets onto his right. Falls into Martial. Lays it off to Fernandes, who will strike on the edge of the box wide. No, not wide. It was going wide, but Patricio decided to keep it in instead. Good opportunity there, especially for Fernandes there with a shot, trying to get his first goal for United. Right on the edge. Good power on it, but right into the hands of Rui Patricio instead. Good start, though, from the Portuguese 25-year-old. He has had the most touches in the game so far, Fernandes, and it shows because he's dropping deep for the ball. You know, he's like if he's not on the ball, he's not happy. Which is kind of a good thing in a way. It's Fernandes, Fred. Nice drill ball to Mata. Goes to Wan-Bissaka. Lays it off for Fernandez. Fernandez goes for the switch, poor pass. Doherty can chest it down and start a counter attack. It's Adama Traore on the ball, taken down by Luke Shaw. Not the first time that's happened. Free kick for Wolves. Luke Shaw just apologising to Adama Traore for taking him down. Are you a Man United fan? I am not going to say I'm not a United fan, but I'm not going to say who I support. But I do not support Manchester United or Wolves. There's Saiss on the ball, goes to the left to Johnny. Tries to find a 1-2 with Jota, but it's intercepted by Wan-Bissaka. Goes out for a throw-in just near the technical areas on the left for Wolves. Obviously Mike Phelan, Michael Carrick and Solskjaer making the staff there just discussing some tactics. It's Fred just on the halfway line here for United. Fred gets the ball dinked to him to the right towards Mata. Intercepted by Johnny out for another throw-in. No, he will now. I'm not either of them. I'm just doing a non-biased commentary for the people who maybe can't watch it. As Wan-Bissaka will take the throw-in. Sorry if there's any noise because I know there's food being ordered. I'm just going to commentate through the noise. If you do hear any noise, I do apologise. They're literally because we were ordering food, so my dogs are going to bark at the person turning up. What's happened there as well? I think Wan-Bissaka went for a tackle on João Moutinho, fouled him for sure, but the referee did give it at first. Didn't give it, and then changed his mind. Literally pointing for a throw-in, and then decided to change his mind and go the other way. But it's Saiss on the ball with the free kick. Is he going to go long or go short? Goes short to Johnny. Around the corner towards João Moutinho. He'll go to Bolly on the right. Tries to find Doherty, but Luke Shaw can come out of it. Tries to find a pass to Dan James, but João Moutinho is there to intercept. Sends it to the right towards Traore. Traore v Maguire. Traore wins the ball on Maguire, just on the edge of the box on the right hand side. Some good skill from Traore. He's holding his shoulder, and it's a throw-in for Manchester United. Traore looks in some distress, holding his shoulder, arm, and straight away Traore feels some pain in his shoulder. I don't know if he's maybe popped out or anything like that. I'm not sure. He's just pulling his arm back. Yeah, just holding his shoulder, just pulling it back, and he just feels some pain. If there's any buffering, I do apologise there. Traore is getting treated just on the pitch. Don't think he's popped his shoulder or anything like that. I think he just was in some discomfort. Yeah, if you do experience any buffering, I do apologise. I'm not sure why. Just about to hit half time, 40 seconds until the 45th minute. It's been a pretty even game, to be honest. I think, especially on the counter attack, the best chances have gone to Wolves. Traore looks to be getting back onto his feet. So United have boss possession. They've had 65% possession to Wolves' 35. But Wolves have had 7 shots to compare to United's 5, and only 2 on target. For Wolves, 1 on for United. Not sure why there is buffering. Shouldn't be any more. Did we restart? 2 minutes added on. Traore back on the pitch. Wan-Bissaka on the right. A goal before our time would be perfect for Manchester United. Wan-Bissaka. To Lindelof. Goes to Maguire to the left. Can they break down the Wolves' defence before half time? Luke Shaw goes inside. Can he find a pass? Takes on Neves nicely. About to enter the box, he does so. Finishes a 1-2 with Pereira, but it's a nice interception from Doherty. Cleared by Bolly. Tried to be held up by Jimenez. Fouled instead by Lindelof, and the attack will slow down. It's on the counter attack there. Bolly tried to clear. Jimenez went into Lindelof, and it is a foul on Jimenez. That's Moutinho. Saiss goes to the left to Jota, just on the halfway line. Goes towards Johnny. Can he replay it back to Jota? He's going to go for a different option. Goes to Moutinho instead. Connor Cody. Bolly. To Doherty, goes down the line. Holds it up. He's fouled, taken off his feet by, I think that's Fred or James this time. Still 0-0. Just about to hit the half-time mark. Can they get a goal for half-time here, Wolves? Johnny on the left. Goes to the overlap of Jota. Across the box, puts some power on that. Goes all the way across out for a throw-in on the opposite side of the pitch. For a Manchester United throw-in. We're about to hit the half-time mark now. Luke Shaw with a throw-in. Luke Shaw with a throw-in, and that'll be the end of the half after the 2 minutes added on. Half ends Manchester United 0, Wolves 0. United more dominant on the ball, passing it around, can't quite break through the defence of Wolves. Wolves had to have slightly better chances on the counter attack, and if they can master one of the chances, then I feel like Wolves could easily nick this game. But if United keep pressing, keep going, just doing what they're doing, they could easily break through as well. So there definitely is going to be a goal in this game. Who for is undetermined at the minute. I'm going to take a quick break for half time, but make sure you are back in around 15 minutes for the second half, because there will be definitely goals, definitely some drama, and hopefully someone can come out with the 3 points. I'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half commentary. Hello. We are back for the second half. Just going to get underway soon. In just a few minutes away it'll be. Nil though. After the first half. Hopefully we'll get goals again, because my last few commentaries have been quite unfortunate for goals. No fault of my own. But we had a 1-0 the Sheffield United Manchester City one, a 1-0 Newcastle Chelsea, a 1-0 Tottenham Liverpool. my last 4 commentaries have been 0-0. Will it be the same? We'll have to see. Thank you everyone for subscribing. 310 subscribers. We've gained 5. That is incredible. 10 subscribers. Thank you very much for everyone who subscribed. Where is it? There it is. Players are coming back out though for the second half. Jimenez there walking out with Johnny. Fernandez talking to Fred, number 17 and number 18. Then there's Nuno Espirito Santo as well. He was walking back to his technical area. Adama Traore seems okay after he got a bit of a knock on his shoulder from Harry Maguire. Just doing some stretches before the second half begins. Solskjaer getting some pictures, taking some videos, applauds the United faithful as he walks to his seat. About to kick off. It'll be United right to left, Wolves left to right. United will kick off. So Juan Mata will lay it off to Fernandez, it looks like. No, he goes to Maguire instead as we do kick off for the second half, and Maguire will go to Wan-Bissaka instead of going long. As is Wan-Bissaka on the ball. Goes down the line to James already, who's gone over to the right hand side, I think. Ball cleared away though by Roman Saiz. Now Wan-Bissaka will take the throw-in, the 22-year-old. Hasn't scored for Manchester United and only has 1 assist in the Premier League as well. Okay, maybe for some more distribution from Wan-Bissaka in the assists category. This is Fred, goes wide left to Fernandez. Fred again. Goes to the right to Lindelof. Can United add a bit more urgency to their play? Maybe attack a little bit quicker. Like this Wan-Bissaka. Fernandez in his pink fluorescent boots. Goes to Lindelof again. Wolves just happy for United to have possession as long as they're not causing them any problems. As it's Fred. Goes back against Maguire in his own half. He draws a pass in towards Juan Mata, flicks it towards Martial. It's nice play from United. He lays it off to the right hand side to Wan-Bissaka. Big touch taken. Crossing the box, easily headed away though by Johnny. And Jota can keep it in. Try and dribble past Fernandez, but he wins the ball nicely for Manchester United. Fernandez goes to Dan James. It trickles towards Juan Mata, not his intended target, but Juan Mata got there. And to go for a United throw-in off Roman Saiz as he tackles Juan Mata. Wan-Bissaka flicks it over Johnny. Can he get a cross in? He cuts back. And the ball does go out of play eventually from Wan-Bissaka. Maybe a little bit too much he tried to do there on the side. Goes out for Wolves. goal kick. We are 2 minutes into the second half, 47 minutes in. It is 0-0 still at Old Trafford. Holds a massive 76,000 capacity stadium. Obviously, this is 57th. They're on the same amount of points. United have won 9 to Wolves' 8. But Wolves have drew 10 to United's 7, and Wolves only lost 6 compared to United's 8. As a goal kick from Patricio goes all the way out for a throw-in. Luke Shaw with a throw-in, looking for some movement from his teammates. Still not throwing the ball, but goes over towards Martial. Getting manhandled by Willy Bolly. No foul given, is it? Yeah, I'm not sure. No throwing given by the referee. Willy Bolly was all over Anthony Martial. Oh, it is a free kick. It looks like the referee did the throw-in sign as the cameras went off. So I presumed it was a free kick. It was a throw-in, but obviously not. Back post is Harry Maguire alongside Dan James. Fred will put the cross in. It's poor, it's low. Traore can clear. Oh, he's far to the right hand side of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Looks back and goes to Fernandes. Back to Wan-Bissaka. The angle's there. Can he put another cross in maybe? No, he'll go back to Juan Mata instead. Just inside the Wolves half is Fernandes. Where will he go? What pass will he try and find? He tries to find, I think, Juan Mata. Failed pass, and it forced Diego Jota on the counter attack. Out-muscles Fred, but Fred recovers nicely and out-muscles and gets a good tackle, and Fernandes can carry on and help out and wins a free kick on Diego Jota as he tries to stop him from getting any further. Nice from Fernandes and Fred. There's a bit of momentum maybe now for Manchester United. It's Harry Maguire. Luke Shaw. Pereira tries to find Luke Shaw. It's nicely intercepted by Bolly. Traore goes to Neves. Back to Traore. Maguire deals with it nicely. Fell flat on his face. Free kick given. To the disgust of Traore and Nuno Espirito Santo. But United will continue with Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the right hand side now as the ball's switched over to him. Wan-Bissaka. Fred. Harry Maguire. Made his England debut in the 8th of October 2017. So he'll be going to his 3rd year in the England setup. There's a brilliant ball. He wins the ball back. It's Neves. There's space now. Neves finds the ball towards Jota. He flicks it on for Jimenez. Oh, it's nice defending from Wan-Bissaka. Fails to clear though in the end. Does eventually. Calls for handball as the ball bobbled up onto Wan-Bissaka, but it looked like it touched his hip, maybe not his hand. As the Wolves players are still protesting about the handball. Fernandes tried to take it quickly. We'll see it here. So tried to flick it on there, Jota, but Wan-Bissaka got there first. Tried to clear it. Came off Jimenez, went up in the air, off Wan-Bissaka's hand. Couldn't do much about it. I wouldn't give that a penalty. There's Dan James is now right in the corner flag here on the right hand side for United against Roman Saiz. Keeps it well. I think he's trodden on the back of his foot, but he does well to keep the ball. Lindelof. Goes to Mata. No, he dummies it for Martial. He lays it off to Mata. Nice defending from Conor Cody. Can clear away with the left foot, only as far as a throw-in for Manchester United. Good play there. You can see the experience of Juan Mata, knowing to dummy it there. He's Wan-Bissaka, quick throw-in. His pass intercepted by him and has another throw-in. Fred. He's been one of United's more better players in the last few weeks and maybe a couple of months. Maguire. What can he do with the ball? Comes out with it, bringing it out. Goes to the left to Luke Shaw. Not many options for Luke Shaw. He's going to try and take on Doherty, is he? No, pulls back, goes to Fernandes. He tries to find a ball to Pereira, intercepted nicely by Moutinho. Goes to Diego Jota, counter-attacks on. Jimenez on the halfway line, has to hold it up. Does so, finds Moutinho. Goes left to Jota. Faced up with Fernandes, out of all people. So he goes back to Moutinho. Finds Johnny. Just now slowing the game down now, keeping the ball now. Wolves goes back to Conor Cody. The middle centre-back for Wolves. Patricio clears first time. Goes all the way to Neves. Fantastic touch on the chest by Neves and goes to Bolly. Jimenez first time Pass around the corner towards Traore, intercepted by Luke Shaw. Nicely won back though by Matt Doherty. Goes to Jimenez. Advantage played on the halfway line as Jota gets the ball. Runs at Lindelof. He gets past Lindelof nicely on the left foot. Onto the right. Back onto the left. Chance to shoot. Couldn't quite do so. He's getting off balance by Maguire. His pressure. Couldn't get a good enough shot away. Falls and trickles into the hands of David De Gea. Good run from Jota. That's what he's really good at. Running at defenders. Got past Lindelof too easy. Got past Maguire too easy the first time. With some nice skill, to be fair. A shot back in, trying to get onto his right foot. But he was already too off balance to get any power on that right-footed shot. After being pulled back, though, by Maguire. But not enough for a penalty. Well, that's good positive signs from Jota. It's Doherty's on the far right here in the attacking area for Wolves. Neves. Doherty. Back to Neves. No one in the box, though, for Wolves. All on the edge. Bolly has to go back towards kind of Cody now. Brings it forward. Goes to the left. Saiss. Johnny. They had to go back again, Wolves. Just playing it around the back. Obviously, don't want to give away any possession. There's a long switch. He's gone over to Matt Doherty. Fantastic touch with the chest. But Luke Shaw can stop him from making the pass to Traore. Luke Shaw. Forced back to Maguire. To Victor Lindelof. Just inside the United half. Bringing it forward. The Swedish international has it's his third season at Manchester United. Has 2 Premier League goals. Fernandes, Mata. Wan-Bissaka on the right. To Juan Mata. When will either of these teams be split open? Fred dinks it to the left nicely towards Pereira. He'll bring it forward. 1-on-1 with Doherty. Can he get into his right foot? He tries to, can't. Tries to back heel it towards Luke Shaw. It's poor from Pereira. And Matt Doherty can clear down the line. Only as far as Maguire though. United come straight back at Wolves. Luke Shaw. Pereira, Luke Shaw to Fernandes. Tries to go inside to Mata. It's just that one pass that Fernandes is struggling with. But Pereira wins back the ball on Moutinho. Tries to get onto his right foot again, tackled. Never strikes it against Luke Shaw. Out for a throw-in for Wolves inside the United final third. And Doherty will take the throw-in. Throw-in taken towards Jimenez. Can't quite keep hold of the ball. Luke Shaw comes out of it. It's now Fernandes. Mata. Loose pass from him. Jimenez on the ball. Running the defence, pulled down by Fernandes. It's going to be a booking. It's his first one as in a Manchester United shirt. Wolves was maybe not getting in behind in terms of being a threat, but they were moving up the pitch and Jimenez was dragged down. Next planned commentary. Not sure yet. I'll let you know. I'll have it now, actually. Definitely a yellow card though, for sure. Not sure. Keep an eye on that. I'll have a look later. Big tackle though for United as they're in behind here. Juan Mata to Wan-Bissaka. It's a good attack here. Wan-Bissaka has to turn back, slows down the attack completely. Shepherded by 2 Wolves players. Does keep it in the end. Is tackled. Keeps it tackled. Goes out for a throw-in. Out for a United throw into the protest of the Wolves players. They thought it hit Wan-Bissaka last. It falls to Mata on the edge. Tackle by Neves. Foul given and Neves. All hands on his head. Yellow card. He can't believe it. Lifts his shirt and bites his shirt in disgust at the referee. Because they didn't think it was a throw-in to United initially. And then he just conceded the foul as well. Will Mata take this one this time? Or will it be Fred? I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's Mata for United fans' sake. I'm not sure the commentary, but if you stay subscribed and have notifications on, you will know when. Bruno Fernandes and Fred are over it. Mata's not even in the in the discussion for this, which I find funny. I think it'll be Fernandes though. But next week I may do. I'm not sure. I'll let you know. There's only Everton, Crystal Palace, Brighton, Watford, Sheffield United, Bournemouth. Hold on, I'll continue that in a minute. Fernandes with a free kick, around 25-30 yards out. He's going to strike it up over the wall. It's a stinger for Patricio, but it's an easy save for him in the end. Good sting on that from Bruno Fernandes. Got it up and over the wall nicely. And yes, it's only Everton, Brighton, Crystal Palace, Watford, Sheffield United, Man City, Bournemouth, West Ham playing next weekend. And then they have a break. And then the other teams that I didn't just mention play. So like the week after that, Wolves, Leicester, Southampton, Burnley, Norwich, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Tottenham, Arsenal, Newcastle, Chelsea, United play the next weekend. So I'm honestly, I'm not sure. I'll see. It's just the way they've scheduled the games. It's like a little week's break for the teams. So I'm not sure. Obviously next week, all those teams that I've mentioned second will have a break, and when they play, the teams I mentioned first will have a break. Because we're in behind here with Jota in the box, goes all the way across back to Matt Doherty. Good run there again from Jota, being positive. Neves has to turn, go back to Willy Bolly. Good run again there from Jota, as United fans applaud the time where the Munich air crash with a round of clapping for a minute on the 58th minute, as it happened in 1958, as James has the ball on the right hand side here. Daniel James goes for a cross or a shot. I think it was a cross, deflected offside, straight into the gloves of Rui Patricio. Obviously, half an hour to go. Still no subs have been made yet from either team. There's a long ball to Maguire's one. Goes towards Martial. Cody has to get there with an unorthodox header. Had to be cleared away first time by Saiss for a throw for Manchester United. Luke Shaw looking for options as he has the throw in. Goes to to Pereira. Runs out the defence down the left hand side. Doherty on his backside ends up somehow getting a foot in there and tackling him. But it's now Fred. Wan-Bissaka for Manchester United goes down the right. Goes to Mata, spins, shoots. It's a good attempt from Juan Mata just past the post. It's a close attempt. It's a nice spin from Mata and it's a good left-footed attempt, but that's just inches wide of the post. Lovely skill. Just wide. Not far away at all. Better angle of it here. Oh, it's not far away. Couple inches and that's nestling into the bottom corner. We just hit our hour mark. Manchester United 0, Wolves 0, and that's probably the closest we've got to a goal in this game so far. Oh, Lindelof with the header on Jota. Wins it fairly, says the referee. Comes back up towards Traore. He can't win the header. Falls now to Maguire. Has the ball at his feet inside the United half. Goes to Juan Mata on the right. Finds Dan James on the far right. Spreading the pitch. Goes to Juan Mata. Switches it towards Luke Shaw. Is it on the left? It is. Luke Shaw. He's going to put a cross towards the back post. Goes over everyone's head. Flicked on by Johnny. Falls to Wan-Bissaka. Dan James. Wan-Bissaka. Fernandes. On the edge of the box. Can he find the pass? Bruno Fernandes lays it off for Wan-Bissaka on the right again. Can he do anything with the ball? Wan-Bissaka lays it off to James. Fernandes. Ball in the box. Bolly can head it away. Matt Doherty has to help it on. Out for a throw-in. Or will Pereira keep it in? No. Leaves it out for a throw-in. Taken quickly. Pereira inside nicely to Fred. He's got some space. On his weaker right foot. Lays it off to Wan-Bissaka on the right hand side. Crossing first time blocked. Out for a throw-in for Manchester United. It's better from Manchester United. I will be commentating Wolves again though. It'll be not next Friday, the Friday after in 2 weeks' time. Wolves are visited by Leicester City at 8 o'clock on a Friday night. So hopefully that'll be an interesting one as well. As a ball's cleared away by Wolves over towards Traore. Shaw gets there first and Lindelof can keep it in from the clearance. Goes back to Maguire just inside the United half. Goes to Fred right in the centre circle again. Goes to Luke Shaw. Fred. Back to Maguire, just finding it hard to get through this 11-man Wolves wall that they've just got sat in front of sat behind the ball. Lindelof on the ball, brings it forward, goes back to Fred. On the left, they look for Luke Shaw. The pass is intercepted with the head of Traore, but can only go as far as a throw-in for Manchester United. Luke Shaw takes it, it's Pereira. Luke Shaw, inside to Martial, Bolly gets there first. Falls to Traore inside the United half, spins nicely, and again, it's an advantage that should have been played by Paul Tierney. Traore lasted the decision because he could have really started bursting in behind there. The refs already gave a foul. Interesting enough, Willy Bolly and Roman Saiz, two of the centre backs alongside Conor Cody, have picked up the 2 red cards that they've had this season. As Paul Tierney has been called over to the side, I think by assistant referee. And Nuno has picked up a yellow card. If that's the way he spoke to the fourth official, or if something he said or done, I'm not sure. Again, I don't get the information Sky do. Obviously, I can't listen to their commentary. But Nuno has been yellow carded. It's his second one of the season as well. As the game continues with Traore, ball falls behind him, but he can recover it. And Jimenez keeps it in half out, muscling Fred nicely. Traore, a little bit scrappy on the right here. Traore gets a crossing towards Jota, goes behind him as it tries to fall to Johnny, but Daniel James can get on it and can get on his bike, knocked over by Johnny. Fair tackle, says the referee as well, did win the ball. Moutinho tries to find Johnny, Wan-Bissaka nicely tackles him there, falls to Bruno Fernandes on the right, he keeps it in with Wan-Bissaka as well, and Mata can maybe calm the game down a little bit. No, he keeps it going with the high pace, looking down the line to Martial on the right against Roman Saiz. Saiz gets there, pushed over, and a foul given to the disgust of the United fans and Martial. Martial going down the line there, eyes on the ball, knew that Wolves defender was there just slightly, gave him a nudge in the back, and a foul given. 25 minutes in, still 0-0. My recent commentaries are loving 1-0 games and 0-0s. As a lot of the Glazer family seats are not taken. I think Ed Woodward's not at the game, because it says the Glazier family, which has their name like printed on the seat, and a lot of those seats are empty in fact. As we continue with the game, it's Willy Bolly. Neves back to Bolly just inside the Wolves half. First time pass by Jota to Doherty. Back in towards Jota, taken down by Maguire, wins the ball, says the referee. And it's Fernandes to Mata, who's got space on the right hand side here for Manchester United. Juan Mata tries to find that overlap to Dan James, met by Conor Cody, tackled by Saiz, good defending by Wolves. And they clear it long to Jimenez, who can chest it down nicely and keep the ball for Wolves. Lovely play from the Mexican striker. Adama Traore, foot on the ball, loses it to Fred. Fred can run at the defence now of Wolves. He switches it to the left where it's Pereira across the goal, deflected to the edge to Shaw. Fred with the first time effort blocks with the hands, but he says he turns his back as he hits his hand, so it's not handball. And Traore can get on the counter attack. On the right of him's Jota, and he finds him. Jota on the right, just about to enter the box. He does. Clips it to the back post with his left foot to Jimenez. Jimenez to Neves on the back. To Jimenez again in the box. Lays it off for Jota. Can he get a shot away? Jota in the box. Lays it off to the edge of the box to Traore. We know he can hit him. Good block by Shaw. Cleared away by Juan Mata. Only as far as Johnny. Saiz slows the game down. We are coming up to the 68th minute where United fans have said they will leave in protest of the Glazers. But we don't know. We have to wait until it happens. Conor Cody and Willy Bolly just keeping the ball at the minute, just playing some 1-2s around the back, just slowing the game down a little bit. Because he did get a little bit hectic there. Luke Shaw meets Traore and wins the ball nicely. Now Fernandes just inside the United half, completing to the Wolves half where Pereira can get forward. Tackled too easily by Willy Bolly there. Lays it off to Lays it off to Neves. Neves goes to Bolly. Long, poor ball from Bolly. He's had a decent game, Bolly, but he's just give it away there. And Maguire with a nice ball to Fernandez, who decides to strike from a long distance. Patricio should have been an easy save. Fell through his hands and gives away a corner. Just going to remove that comment just because I don't want people to know my name. Yep. If you did see that, well, you know, but it's only 5 of yous. Yeah, and that handball with the first time effort from Fred didn't hit his. It hit his arm. He turned his back and it's hit his arm. Arm and side. But it's a cheap corner to give away. As Fernandez goes short to Shaw. Back to Fernandez. First time ball. It's poor from Fernandez. Cleared away easily for Wolves. And the counter-attack's on. Shaw has to get there first. Oh, he does. Jota keeps fighting for the ball though. But Luke Shaw does nicely there. Does his job very well. And keeps the ball for United. And they can attack again. Mata. Out wide right to Dan James. Can he take on Johnny? Can he get a cross in? Attempts to cross right to the back stick. Goes all the way towards Doherty on the other side of the pitch. His chest did touch. Does it go out? It does. United throw in. My bad. Honestly, don't worry about it. He didn't know. Throw in taken quickly to Pereira. Enters the box on the right hand side. Can he get the shot away? He's surrounded by 3 Wolves players. He can't do. Traore on the edge of the box needs to get it away. And he does so with that speed and power. On the counter-attack, it's Adama Traore and Jimenez versus 5 Manchester United defenders. He finds Traore in behind on the right-hand side of the box. Can he get a shot away? Yes, he can towards the near post. It's a big save by De Gea, corner for Wolves. Jimenez there with a big chance from a Traore through ball. Traore uses his pace, just puts Fred on the deck. And it's Adama Traore. Nice ball past Maguire. He couldn't recover with his speed. Strike on the near post. It's a good save from De Gea, to be fair. And it stays 0-0. We are in the 70th minute if you're interested, because obviously my clock does not go to 90 minutes. Well, it looks like Pedro Neto will be coming on as a sub for Wolves. I don't know if they'll do it after this corner or not. Yeah, no, they've done it now. Pedro Neto on for Jota, which I thought was Wolves' probably most dangerous player, but he's come off. Pedro Neto, 19 years old, born on the 9th of March 2000, 5'8". Can he make the difference in this game? João Moutinho will take an outswinger. It's in the box, headed away at the near post by Fernandez. Falls to Dan James, and the counter-attack should be on here for United. Dan James, oh, it's a poor pass on the counter-attack, and Wolves can recover. 20 minutes to go. Manchester United 0, Wolves 0. Jota, who's not even on the pitch, it's Johnny. Goes to Pedro Neto. Obviously had a goal disallowed here in the FA Cup and at away at Anfield as well. 2 of the biggest Premier League grounds he scored at. Both was disallowed for VAR, which hasn't been used in this game as of yet. I find it interesting, Pedro Neto, in his professional career, has only played 2,280 minutes, and like I mentioned before, only this season, Adama Traore has played 2,717 minutes as well. Which I find very interesting. So in his professional career, he's played 500 minutes less than Traore has this season, obviously with the Europa League, because he started so early. Traore obviously been a big part of that. He's just played a lot more minutes than Pedro Neto, so still inexperienced at the professional level, but looks like a decent player. As Moutinho's booked for a handball. 5th booking for Moutinho. He has a suspension. Pereira has a shot in the box. Easy save for Patricio. You feel like this might be a bit of a stalemate here. No team can really break each other down. It's Shaw on the left though here with a chance for Pereira. Puts it in. Tried to be blocked by Neves, but that fell to Pereira nicely, but it's a poor shot from him. Easy to gather for Patricio. I'm playing for a chance while watching this raging. Yeah, that's what this is for. If you want to like play your FIFA or play on any other game, just have this on in the background. That's fine. It's kind of what it's for. You don't have to watch my face for 90 minutes. As Mason Greenwood's being brought on, he has the most goals as a sub alongside Harry Wilson in the Premier League with 3. As a foul's been given on Adama Traore. I'm going to try and see what United changed to here. Looks like Martial may have gone on to the left, but I'm not sure. It's Pereira, the man who's come off. The Brazilian Mason Greenwood is on 18 years of age. He was born in 2001, 10th, 1st of October. It's a ball trying to find over the top to Jimenez. Dealt with by Lindelof, but not dealt with by Wan-Bissaka. Pedro Neto now on the left. Good tackle from Wan-Bissaka. And tries to clear to Fernandez. He goes in with a crunchy tackle, but falls to Moutinho on the edge of the box. Goes for the shot. Poor from João Moutinho, well over the bar. 17 minutes to go. United 0, Wolves 0. Mason Greenwood, 18 years of age. His 4 goals in 19 league appearances. 17 of those have been off the bench. Has 4 goals in the Europa League as well. As it's Maguire. Sure. To Fred, just inside the United half here. Try to get it into the Wolves half. And they are going to do so now with Greenwood, who's dropped deep for the ball. Goes to Wan-Bissaka on the right. Is it off for Greenwood? Fernandez. Switches it to the left to Martial. On his left foot at the minute, but goes to Luke Shaw. First time crossing to box towards Greenwood. It's up in the air. Bolly wins the header. Needs to be flicked on by Neves, but Luke Shaw gets there first. Falls the Mata just in the box. Tries to let it off for Luke Shaw. Traore gets there first, and Neves can bring it away for Wolves. Looking for the option. Dead from me. Oh, and Matt Doherty puts out the ball. Dead from me. Jesus Christ. Well, bye, Jesus Christ. No need for the negativity, man. Jesus Christ hating on me. But the ball was just put out of play there, and Traore was the man who was down. He's had to just go off to the side. See what happens here. It was the challenge he put in with Luke Shaw. It looks like he may have just got a bit of a dead leg or something. Paul Tierney directing Traore to go off the pitch. Traore is down, he's getting treatment, and he's going to have to come off, which is annoying for Wolves, because when he does get running and is on the ball, he is a massive threat. Goal, goal, goal. There hasn't been a goal. Yeah, Traore's got to come off. Hopefully this isn't a serious injury for him, because he has really been on fire this season. Podence will have to come on from number 10 for Wolves. Seems like he's ready for action, getting ready with the water. Traore is having to come off for Daniel Podence. Now Luke Shaw will take the throw into Fred as we resume. To Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka. Lindelof to Fred. Poor pass from Fred to lay back off to Lindelof, but he can keep it in the pitch. He can keep it on the pitch though. And the Lindelof goes round to Harry Maguire. Brings it forward, goes to the left to Shaw. Martial inside to Maguire. Stays up high in the pitch as we are in the Wolves half. Fred. Goes to Wan-Bissaka on the right. Goes inside to Mata. Does find him on the edge of the box. Greenwood spins. Deflected. Goes to Martial. Oh, Mata wanted to run onto it. Martial stopped that from happening. Lays off to Fred. Goes back towards Mata. It's a nice ball from Fred, to be fair. Good skill. Mata inside back to Fred. Bruno Fernandes. To the right is Wan-Bissaka. They need to get a ball in or some final product. Wan-Bissaka in the box towards Greenwood. Connor Cody heads away. Out for a throw-in for United. Throwing back in straight away to Fernandes. Dan James, Fernandes. Goes to Martial. Can't get there first. Ball runs to Doherty and he can clear. Poor pass from Doherty. It's now Shaw. Finds Mata around 35 yards out. Lays it off for Fred. Central goes wide right now to Greenwood. He is left footed. He'll have a shot from long range. Deflected. Oh, it's a great save from Patricio. I thought it was going to go in, but it's a good save. The shot was deflected. I'm not sure who deflected off. I'm going to see a replay of this. But Greenwood came in, shot, deflected off Willy Bolly, then off Connor Cody. So 2 deflections. Greenwood hits it off Bolly, off Cody. Great save from Patricio. I thought that was going in as well. But it's a great save. Johnny. It's Pedro Neto, held back by Lindelof. Foul given. Yellow card for Lindelof as well. Plastic. Who? What? Where? Who's plastic? We have Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Fred and Brandon Williams are on yellow cards. If they do get another yellow card, they get the ban. Having 5 red cards, so they're going to have to keep an eye on that. De Gea's had the most errors leading to goals with 2 this season. Can he deal with his free kick? It's going to be swinging. It's going to be by Moutinho. Put in towards Saiss. He heads it. It's a great chance for Saiss. Totally mistimes the header, and it's well over the bar for a goal kick. 11 minutes to go, 0-0. Still. What a chance. Onside. Ball forced to him. Oh, it's a glory chance. It's just wickedly put over the bar. With eyes on the ball. Hits the top of his head. Out for a goal kick. Who do you support? I'm not going to say... everyone asks this. I'm not going to say. I don't support either of these teams. I'm just doing a commentary. But I'm not going to mention who I commentate. Or who I support. But it's neither of these teams, I can assure you of that. Just doing a commentary for people who can't maybe go to the game or watch it anywhere else. As it is Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the ball. Down the right. Past Pedro Neto. Has to take him on again though. Gets a crossing deflected out for a corner. Can United really use one of these corners to their advantage or maybe nick a goal with a header? Fred will be the one who'll take it. It'll be an in-swinger then. The left foot of Fred. Obviously 6'4" Maguire's in the box. 6'2" Lindelof's in the box. Goes short to Mata. Fernandes. Oh, it's a poor pass from Fernandes. Lets it run to Neto. Neto can play down the line to Jimenez. A counter-attack's on. It's all from Fernandes' poor pass. Jimenez takes Fernandes on as well down the left. Jimenez, he's going to keep going. Tries to take a Wan-Bissaka, but nicely wins a corner for his team. Fantastic play from Jimenez. D-Sport Stockport. Yeah. Not like, that's not my team. I do go and watch Stockport County because I like my local team. But I do support Prem team, which I'm not going to say. But it's neither of these teams. Do you like to go and see some National League football on a Saturday? 5th tier English football, lovely. It's going to be an in-swinger from Moutinho. Obviously, Bolly is going to be the main target. Moutinho goes short to Neto. Moutinho. Johnny's made the angle. Tries to go back to Moutinho. Does fall to him in the end. Just need to get the ball in the box here, Wolves. Do so. Poor cross. Martial clears. Throw in for Wolves. Poor. Throwing going to be taken by Johnny on the left. Neto lets it run. Wan-Bissaka has to deal with it. Pokes it out towards Dan James who can keep it in. Fernandes met by João Moutinho. He keeps the ball and he dinks it to the left to Shaw. Met by Doherty. Shaw has to deal with it. Just about does. Willy Bolly will let it run after a clearance from Man United. Leicester or Man City or Chelsea. Oh, I'm not going to say. So. feel like this is one of the biggest stalemates of the season, really. They've just cancelled each other out, really. I know United have had a majority of possession, but I mean, in terms of just like both of their styles of play just really clash. It leads to, just not being able to make many chances. Fernandes has the ball, lays it off to Lindelof, who has to come towards the ball and find Mata. Goes to Wan-Bissaka on the right, charges at the Wolves defence, lays it off to Dan James. Mata dinks it in towards Mason Greenwood, can bring it down, though he can't. Hooked away by Johnny. Fred. Bruno Fernandes. Fred lays it out wide right. Can there be a breakthrough in the game? Fred lays it off for Dan James on the edge of the box. Goes to Martial on the edge. Right foot. Can't get the shot away. Bolly can clear. Luke Shaw takes down Podence on the right. Easy yellow card there for Luke Shaw. He knows it as well. Frustrated with himself that he's give that away. Bolly with a nice ball away. Podence just got there in front of him and completely taken out. Didn't get any of the ball. He knew that as soon as he committed the foul there, Luke Shaw. His fourth booking. So he's one away from his suspension now as well. Free kick will be taken by Willy Bolly just inside the Wolves half. Bolly will take, where he'll go long, I'm not sure. Bolly goes long towards Jimenez. Headed by Maguire but falls to Podence. Neto. Drilled in towards Podence. It's out wide right to Doherty. An overlap's been made and he finds it. Podence. Stuck here on the right. It goes to Neves. Podence, I think he's onside. Podence can get it across to Doherty with a shot at the near post. Maguire comes out well, but it is offside given, and I thought it was. Or does he give a corner? He'd actually give a corner. See, I thought he gave offside because I thought he did the offside hand signal. He's definitely onside. Nice play. And he did give a corner. I thought he gave... See, because you're supposed to put your arm sort of diagonal for a corner, but he's put his arm up for the offside, so I thought it was. But in front of the away fans in that corner is João Moutinho, where he can put an outswinger in. Can he find the Wolves man and break the deadlock in this really big game? Maybe for fourth if it come the end of the season. Moutinho puts it in. Oh, it's a good header away by Maguire. Edge of the box to Podence. Goes back out to Jimenez. He's got a chance to finish it. What a save from De Gea. He was offside, I think, but play continued. And if that even if that was offside, what a save. Literally from about 6 yards out, 7 yards out. Should have been a simple finish. Yeah, we are at the last 5, because obviously my time said 40 minutes. So, yeah, Jimenez well offside as well. But, yeah, last 5, 40 minutes played of this half. Fred, Martial, will we get a late winner like we did against Newcastle Chelsea in the previous commentary? Last Saturday, or 2 Saturdays ago. The ball played through to Jimenez on the left. Oh, he tries a skill, makes a complete fool of himself and gives the ball straight to Lindelof. To Fred and they can break. Fred to James on the right. Decision making's key here. Dan James goes round Saiz. Gets a cross in towards the back post. All the way over everyone. And falls to Mata on the other side of the pitch. Lindelof? Martial. To Shaw. Taken down by Pedro Neto. He's not happy with the decision. But it's a free kick. To Manchester United. No yellow card there for Neto. It's going to be a foul. Double substitution. Diego Dallo, who scored his first goal for United in the Tranmere 6-0 victory, and Jesse Lingard will also be coming onto the pitch. Could they be the difference for Manchester United? It's a good chance. Good chance here for United. It's one of those diagonal crosses again that they'll put into the box. To have a right-footed Fernandes or left-footed Fred. It's left-footed Fred. Ball in the box towards Lindelof. Falls to Maguire. Shoots. Oh, he's ended up being a pullback and it's had to be cleared for a corner. The ball was put in by Fred. Flicked on by Lindelof. And then Maguire swung it. I think it meant to be a shot, but completely made it into a pullback instead. but a Wolves defender was there to clear. So Lingard and Dalot will enter. Mata and James are the players coming off. Mata's been okay. James, one of his better performances, at least, that I've seen in recent times. He'll be an in-swinger. Mata going a long way around the pitch. Mata sort of sticking around behind the goal, seeing if a goal will come from this. Referee just having to speaking to a few of the defenders about their grabbing and the holding of the arms. It's a ball put in though towards Greenwood, headed back towards Connor Cody, put back in by Lindelof. Patricio can't get there. Lindelof back in the box towards Maguire, falls. Oh, he's cleared by Neves, away. Dalot touches it to Luke Shaw, tries to flick it past Johnny and can't, and the counter attack's on. Johnny, they need to do this. They need to do this well. It's a pass to Neto. It's a great challenge from Wan-Bissaka. Had to get there, and he did, and stop the Wolves' counter attack because there's only less than 2 minutes left. So that could have been a dangerous counter attack at this point in the game. Fred goes wide left to Shaw. Can this be it? Fernandes. He has 8 goals in the Portuguese league so far this season. Can he come up with one for United? Ball's cleared away though by Wolves. Falls to Lindelof, chest down. Has to look back and he takes on Jimenez well. He had to get that right. Good pressing from Jimenez, but it didn't come off that time. Fred switches it to the left to Shaw. Fantastic pass. Shaw goes inside. Minute to go in the 90. So Maguire who's pushed forward inside the Wolves half. Maguire, left-footed pass to Wan-Bissaka on the right. Fred goes to the left nicely to find Dalot. Poor touch though from him and it's had to be cleared. Fernandes to the left to Lingard, the man who may be taking his spot in the team. It's Shaw, poor ball deflected to Neto, but Fred can regain the ball. Lindelof. Martial spins his man, tries to find a pass, can't quite do so, and Wolves can clear. Maguire will come back at the ball. 10 seconds left of the 90. How much will be added on? Fred goes wide right to Wan-Bissaka, brings it down, goes out for a throw in. 4 minutes added on. Will there be a goal or will this be a 0-0? Jimenez is coming off with Dendoncker, so Wolves are just going to stick out for the draw here. Jimenez had a decent game, good hold-up play, had chances, but wasn't quite enough to get the 3 points for Wolves. So he'll be replaced by Dendoncker. For Dendoncker, 24, has 2 Premier League goals, only 2 yellow cards. First professional club was Anderlecht, and that's the only professional team he's played. I played for Anderlecht 2009, that's including youth till 2018, where he left for Wolves. He comes on. So obviously Wolves going for the draw, maybe try to nick one on the counter attack as well if they can. Saiz to Johnny, tries to go down the line. Wan-Bissaka recovers it. Mason Greenwood inside to Fred. Lets it run, goes to Shaw, lays it off to Maguire, all inside the Wolves half here. Fernandes to Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood goes deep, finds Shaw on the left. Goes one more to Dalot. Dalot has to lay it off back to Shaw. Dalot again to Maguire. Brings it forward, goes to Dalot. Finds a ball inside to Lingard. Goes to the right to Fernandes. Martial, Fernandes. It's a nice play here from United. Try to find a way to wriggle through some room to shoot. But Mason Greenwood loses it. And it's on the counter-attack here. Neto. Neto's on the right. It's a counter-attack. It's not as dangerous, but Neto bursts into some space. inside the box on the right side, lays it off to Podence, tries to shoot, turn, it's blocked though and needs to be cleared by United and is. We play 2 minutes of the forward added on. Johnny on the left, he will still attack. Tries to take a Wan-Bissaka, can't do so. And Podence lets it run for a throw in, obviously showing that Wolves are really going for this draw. Would rather get the point than risk getting counter attacked. Throw in will be taken here. Johnny's gone down. Not sure if he connected with anyone there. That'll be a throw in for Wolves. Minute and 15 left of this game. I think it'll end 0-0. First 0-0 I've commentated on. Johnny does know where to throw the ball, does do so in the end to Moutinho. Johnny tries to go around Wan-Bissaka, and it's a goal kick from the tackle. It's a fantastic tackle. You'd think that was a corner, but he's obviously kicked the ball onto Moutinho. De Gea takes it short to Lindelof. 45 seconds left of the game. Bruno Fernandes brings it forward. Greenwood. Fred to Shaw. On the left, Dalot, first time ball towards Lingard. Gets in front of the defender. But Willy Boly with his strength gets there first. Willy Boly can seize the throw in as well. Lingard takes it quickly. Good throw in from Lingard to Fred. Switches it wide right to Wan-Bissaka. They need to do something with the last 10 seconds of the game. Wan-Bissaka charges round Johnny. Can he get the cross in? Yes, he can. Towards Dalot, who heads it past the post. What a chance from 6 yards out. The cross was put in by Wan-Bissaka. It landed on the head of Diego Dalot. And to get his first Premier League goal for the club, he directs the header just wide of the post. To be fair, he didn't expect the ball because the ball was meant to be headed by Greenwood, but it went over everyone to Dalot. He was able to position himself and try and direct the header, and he does it just past the post. And that should be the last attack. That could have been a winner for United. The play continues with Neto. It's a foul. I know it's a throw-in for United. Paul Tierney keeps the game going with 40 seconds over the 4 minutes added on. Maguire plays it to Wan-Bissaka. And that'll be full time at Old Trafford. Ends in a 0-0 draw. Dalot with the best chance of the game right at the end. Headed it just past the post. It was agonising to see. So close to a winner for United. It was a real stalemate. They both cancelled each other out. I don't think there was really a deserved winner, to be honest. Both teams had chances. That one at the end, obviously, Fernandes, his debut, it was a decent debut. I liked what I saw of him. He was positive on the ball, dropped deep for the ball. He can play attacking midfield and holding, which will be good. You know, the versatility he has. But it does end in a 0-0 draw in the end. As Fernandes has swapped his United shirt, his first United shirt, with Podence of Wolves. That's why he's wearing a Wolves shirt here. A lot of mutual respect between the two teams. Just cancelled each other out. They're always close games when these two teams meet. But it is full time, and I hope you enjoyed the commentary. I know it was a 0-0, the second 0-0 of today. But I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you haven't already before the end of the stream. I'm on 311 against 6, so thank you everyone who's done that. Make sure before you leave you already subscribe, and I will see you in the next commentary. I don't know when it is, but just make sure to, on every game day with the Premier League teams in, just have a look at this channel and just have a peep and see if there's any commentaries. And then I'll see you for the next one.